This is the first playthrough of my visual novel, Rift, Chapter 1. This is Part 1. I hope to have a Part 2 at least to the game, this chapter of the game. So let's get started. Me. How exciting. This is the project's first manned mission into unformatted matter, and I get to go along. Nick and Penelope are so relaxed that you'd think they've done this 100 times. Nick. Here's where all the lab theory turns into real life. Literally. Me. I know. It's unbelievable to think that we could make our own piece of reality. Nick. Even crazier to visit it. Do you think you're ready for this? Me. As long as we stay together as a team. Penelope. My thoughts exactly. Seeing those two next to each other, I can't help but think. 1. I would love to spend more time with Nick. 2. I would love to spend more time with Penelope. 3. Those two make the cutest couple. I'm picking 3. Nick and Penelope. To review, look at that blush. Me. The moment of silence caused by their mutual embarrassment is priceless. Nick. I'm sorry. Penelope, you first. Penelope. This world was created with solving world-ending problems in mind. The goal is to gather information and technology that might have been developed as a result. Penelope blushes. What were you going to say, Nick? Nick. That's what I was going to say too. Me. I can't wait to start. Nick. We'd better get our gear for the mission. Penelope. I bet Nick only brought the essentials. You're always so practical that way. Penelope. I bet you I have better music though. And the snacks. Nick. Now that you mention it, I didn't bring either. I did remember to bring water though. Penelope. Look at that blush. I'd share my snacks with you if you asked nice. Nick. I'd use my nicest voice. And I'd share my water with you, of course. Penelope. I can't wait. Me. We make such a great team. You two bring necessities, and I bring youthful enthusiasm. Penelope. Well, team, let's get this adventure started. Once the timer starts, we'll have 2 hours to get things done. Then we get sent home, finished or not. Penelope. Arrival in unformatted space in 3, 2, 1. Penelope. Something doesn't seem right. Where are the people we were supposed to meet when we arrived? Nick. My backpack is gone. Penelope. That's not all. My purse is gone. Me. Oh no. What are we going to do? We aren't off to a very good start. Penelope. All right. Everything will be fine. Me. Penelope looks at me and begins to take slow, deep breaths. I imitate it without thinking. In no time, I'm relaxed. It's always good to have someone who is relaxed in times like this. We're lucky to have Penelope on our team. Penelope. Like I said before, the worst that can happen is that we stand here, do nothing, and in 2 hours, get to go home. Me. Penelope looks at me and smiles. Penelope. I know you can do this, and both of us will be here if you need help with anything. Nick. What do you want to do? Me. Well, I think, option 1, it's too risky to continue without any supplies. 2, take full advantage of our time here. I'm going to pick option 1. Me. Penelope puts her hand on my shoulder, looks into my eyes, and reassuringly reminds me. Penelope. Every fear that you overcome builds your confidence. After you get done with this mission, you'll be a pro. Me. I imagine myself coming back from this first mission. Everyone will be so proud of me. Both Penelope and Nick will help me so I don't have anything to be afraid of. I close my eyes and imagine myself one last time coming back from the mission and being celebrated as a hero. My anxiety turns into excitement. I open my eyes and with confidence I say, I'm ready for this. Penelope smiles at me. Penelope, I'm proud of you. Facing your fears is never easy. Nick, and both of us will be here for you. Penelope, he's right. Me, just then I hear a van drive up to the curb. Female android, we're the team you were expecting to meet up with. Me, wow, you're a robot. Female android, androids are robots, so yes, I'm a robot. Please don't be alarmed. My name is Anne. The other person in the van is Andy. He's an android too. Penelope. Sorry, but we were expecting to meet humans, not androids. Anne. I can explain everything on the way to our lab. If you'll please come with me. Me. Nick is the first person to get in the van, and then Penelope and I get in. Anne, thank you for trusting us. We'll be headed to our lab, where we're almost finished constructing the device. As you can imagine, we've had countless setbacks with earthquakes, floods, and everything else. When we get to the lab, I can show you how everything works. At least I can show you when we get it working. Andy, on that note, putting everything together and testing it may take more than 2 hours. We were hoping that you could contact your team and ask for more time. Penelope, we can't contact them. Andy, we anticipated that and created a device that allows you to talk with them. It's a device similar to your Einstein radio. Nick, what do you know about that? Andy, using unformatted matter, you create an Einstein with all the knowledge on any given subject, and then ask him questions on that subject. The device that makes this Einstein only allows you to talk with him, so you call it a radio. Because this place is imaginary, in that same way, it stands to reason that two-way communication can be made with the real world, your world. Penelope, you know you're not real? Andy, made of what you call unformatted matter? Yes. Understanding who you are is the first step to changing anything. In order to find solutions to world-ending problems, we needed to understand what we really were. Penelope, when would you like us to make that call? Andy, once we arrive at the lab, please. Me, I was wondering, are you artificially intelligent? Andy, even where you're from, computers and other devices have been artificially intelligent as far back as the 70s. Any device that can pick more than one way to solve a problem is intelligent. That is definitely true of any device that can decide what to do based on a problem's variables. Me, that answer isn't very satisfying. I think there's more to it. And that's because I don't think you're talking about artificial intelligence, but artificial emotions instead. This can also be referred to as emotional intelligence. Me, what is emotional intelligence? And Andy really knows how to explain this. Andy, could you? Andy, emotions boil down to personal goals. If you achieve what you want, then you are happy. If you don't, you are sad. If a specific obstacle stops you from your goal, you are angry towards it. If you try to remove an obstacle in your anger, others consider you emotionally motivated. People are told that their goals matter, but people can change their goals at any time. Any device that can change its goal based on a problem's variables would be emotionally intelligent, and therefore be artificially intelligent. I smile. I'm gonna have to think on that. Very hard. Penelope, are you emotionally intelligent? Yes, Anne and myself have the personal goals of saving mankind from all world-ending disasters. This gives us such strong personal drives that we can change the related goals or create new goals in order to achieve that higher goal. Me, that sounds really close to being human. Can you fall in love? Can you love at all? Andy, do you think love can solve problems? 1. Yes, without love, why would we even try? 2. I'm not sure. Maybe it's part of the solution. 3. No, people need to do more thinking and less feeling. I'm gonna go with I'm not sure. Andy, you have nothing to worry about then. We're the best of both worlds. And does it bother you that we have emotions though? 1. Not at all. 2. I'm not sure. 3. Maybe a little. I think I'll go with I'm not sure. And that's fair. I'll do my best to earn your trust. Penelope, don't worry. We wouldn't let anything happen to you. Me, I know that Nick and Penelope are always looking out for me, and that I can trust them. It makes me more relaxed. Andy, it's not much further till we reach the lab. Me, the van begins to sputter, and soon it comes to a stop. We all get out to see what happened. And I'll connect to the van's computer to determine what's wrong. Andy and I, working together, should get the van working in no time. Dog, bark bark. Me, is there a dog in that burning building? Now I hear it whining. Where did that barking come from? Andy, there is a dog trapped in the building. Me, oh no. 1, poor dog. 2, I hope the fire department comes here soon. I'll go with 2. Andy, the fire department is at least 10 minutes away. While the work would go faster if I stayed and helped fix the van, I could go in to rescue the dog. Me, but couldn't you get hurt too? 2, but what if we don't get to the lab in time to make the call? I'll go with 1, because 2 just doesn't appeal to me. Andy, of Anne and myself, I am the most durable. I would probably be fine. Going in to rescue the dog may take a considerable amount of time. Penelope, we need to make sure we do everything we can to achieve our mission. Me, we need to decide fast. I think we should focus on fixing the car or save the dog. Because I know how this game runs, I'm going to pick focus on the car. But I don't expect many people to pick this. Penelope, I had a dog when I was a kid. Me, I'd like to change my answer. Nick, then it's unanimous. Andy, would you please try to save the dog? Me, in a flash, Andy runs into the burning building and quickly retrieves the dog. I'm really glad we decided to save the dog. This place may not be real, technically, but it feels real. In no time the van is fixed. As we get in the van, I watch as the fire department puts out the fire. Next stop, the lab.